Hey guys, I've been getting some pretty discouraging results lately. Last week I did my video that said I lost 2 pounds in 2 weeks. First week I was actually down to 279, and then I weighed the next week and I was 281. And I hadn't, done anything that would warrant that at all. So it's pretty discouraging. And usually when I get a result like that, I really want to bounce back and really work hard to make up gains, especially with the goal I've set. And I've done that this week. I have worked out for 6 hours so far this week. That's about an hour a day, and I haven't went over 1,700 calories. Was it 1,500 calories one day and 16 two other days, and then the rest 1,700. That alone should be losing me weight, just the diet, not to mention 6 hours of exercise on top of that. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it is. I weighed today and I was at 280.5, which is a loss of half a pound. It's not the kind of results I want. I mean, on that rate, it would take me 2 years to get to my goal. So I got to figure something out, and I'm not sure what it is. I've been lifting really hard. I like to think some of it's muscle, but my cousin's a personal trainer. He told me that it takes 6 weeks to even start building muscle. I've only been doing it 4. And even if I was building muscle, you couldn't build more than a pound a week, and that's if you're a bodybuilder, and I'm not. So those hopes are kind of dashed. I'm not really sure, but I walked over to my mom's tonight, just kind of feeling depressed. This is probably the hardest week of the year for me, for a couple reasons. One is Valentine's Day, which when you're with someone for 9 years and they leave you for someone else, this becomes a unhappy day. And the second is my dad passed away on February 17th, which is coming up. And I always start thinking about it a lot around this time of the year. So it's kind of compounding problems. I was over at my mom's house, and I'm walking through the kitchen and nobody's around, and there's a milk chocolate thing on the right, heart, and then there's a little container of white chocolate covered pretzels, which are like my all-time favorite. The lid's not even on the container. I mean, how inviting could it be? And I'm feeling terrible because I'm just frustrated. I know that if you raise above it and you look at where I've come and where I'm going, it's a bump in the road. But when you're in it, though, you can get lost. I mean, all you see is trees, and you know that this is the right way, but over here is a path that you can see clearly. It's not the way you want to go, but it's a path, and it's tempting. I struggle with it too. If you think that I don't, then you're wrong. It's a struggle all the time. I mean, I think if you've ever relied on food for emotional comfort, if you've ever binge ate, I don't know if what I had was classified as an eating disorder or not. I'm pretty sure it probably would be. The way that I used to binge eat, and I ballooned up to 475 pounds, so I imagine that I had some form of an eating disorder. So it's always a decision you have to make each time. It's never automatic. You always have to make the decision, and luckily so far I've always made the right one. I mean, 99% of the time. I'm not perfect, but so I'm walking through there just feeling just all kinds of things pounded up on me, and I reached in the jar and picked it up and just looked at it, and my first inclination was just to shove it in my mouth and feel better, right? But I didn't. It just kind of made me mad. I just threw it down, and it's just like, I avoid this stuff. I eat good, I exercise, I should be getting results. And I walked right out of the house and I walked home because I didn't want to be around it. But I don't know, taking some time to think about it. It's not as bad as it seems. And I know a lot of you can probably relate to what I'm feeling, because when something happens like this, you really do feel like it's the end of the road. And you feel like it's hopeless. And it's not. And I realize that. And I just got to keep focused on that. And I got to make adjustments. I'm not even sure what to do. I guess I'll just add cardio in and just work harder. But the key is never to give up. And I'm not going to give up. I'm going all the way with this, even if it comes a half pound at a time. Stay strong, guys.